what this is. We are going to now make new rules. So once I start testing your boundaries, I'm gonna start making up new rules. I'm gonna make new rules. I'm gonna make up new rules. Yeah, totally new rules now, because you've not defined it. If there's gravity, there's gravity. If there's no gravity, there's no gravity. We're gonna make up the rules. I want you to imagine the gray area is your creative world. You are the God of that world. Okay? This is why the Bible says we have dominion. You have dominion over yourself. And when I say that, it means you should have control over yourself. You have jurisdiction over yourself. You have boundaries for yourself. You know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And as a king or queen of this body, you are responsible for the kingdom. You're responsible for the domain that you hold. Do you get? So it's important that you make sure that as a king or queen, you look after the subjects within that kingdom. That's your mind, that's your soul, that's your spirit. Look after it and your body as well, right? So now I'm going to make up new rules. As an F-boy, I'm gonna make up new rules because you've allowed me into your world and you've not told me how this world works. Damn, this is wild. This is wild. You know, when you think about it, you've allowed me into your space, into your mind, into your heart, into your soul. You've allowed me in, and you've not defined for me what the rules are when it comes to how we engage and how we move within this world. Imagine right now, you guys are, some of you in America, some of you in UK, and imagine you go to a new country. When you get that, irrespective of whether you knew the rules or not, if you break laws, there are problems. Irrespective of whether you knew or not, if you break the laws, you break the rules, there are consequences to breaking those rules. Right? F-boys love it when they go to a new country and you don't have any rules. At least you don't verbalize the rules. Neither do you actually enforce those rules. You'd rather tell me, you know what? Usually I don't do this. You lie. Okay? Usually I don't do this. You lie. Okay? You're lying. Okay? Stop lying. Okay? It's not cute. Okay? All right? All right? You lie to yourself and tell yourself, you know what? I would have said something, but you know what? I just didn't want to cause issues. Well, my friend, it is your domain and your kingdom. It's your house I'm coming to. It's your house I'm coming to. Right? It's your house I'm coming to. And so if I can come into your house and rearrange the house, I am going to now issue out new decrees, new laws, and new declarations about how we move. That's why the F-boy, when he comes into your life, or F-girl comes into your life, you end up following them and what their schedule is, because they've made up a whole new set of rules about how you're going to operate. You see? And we do this. I'm going to tell you, man, it's wild. And there's a few reasons why people allow this kind of stuff. And that'll be another live, I guess, as to why you allow F-boys into your life. But when we get in there, we're going to start doing some things. Yeah? Okay? You tell me you want me to rock up at 8 o'clock when I only see you at 8 o'clock. I'm going to push that now and say, no, I'll call you at 9. Right? I call you at 9. You say 8 o'clock. I say, no, I'll call you at 9. Now, listen, for the right person, this isn't a problem. For the right person, this isn't a problem. There are small boundary shifts that happen in relationships, which we call compromises. For the right person, it isn't a problem. But if you don't know me, you must look at me as a wolf. If you don't know me and know what I'm about, you should look at me as a wolf. Because don't let my exterior, don't let my smile, don't let my good energy. Don't let someone's good word about me make you less vigilant about what you're about to engage in. Relationships are one of the heaviest investments you can ever make because you're investing yourself. There is no, I'm throwing crypto at this or money at this. They can all be replenished and replaced. Your heart being broken, yes, it will mend, but with what kind of scars? So you have to be aware that this is the biggest investment you're about to make when you enter into a relationship. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Don't joke with it. Don't joke with it as it will joke with you. You understand? We don't want to joke with that kind of stuff, right? So it's the biggest investment you're about to make. So back to rules get made up. You say 8 o'clock is the time I should call you. I say, no, I'll call you at 9. And you'll think, that's kind of sexy the way that, especially women when it comes to men, that's kind of sexy the way he tells me what he wants me to do. And listen, to the right person, it can work. Okay? To the right person, this isn't a problem. But what you'll find is consistently there'll be several different breakages of your boundaries. It won't just be one. It'll be several instances of your boundaries being broken. It's like you're under attack. Just pa, 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 pa. You'll find that there are different attacks on your boundaries. So you say 8 o'clock is your time I should call. I said, no, I'll call at 9. Okay? You say, listen, I don't like the way you talk to me. I'll say to you, it's the way I talk. Get over it. Right? That's the way I talk. Get over it. And you know that you don't like the way I talk. I said, get over it. Then you start to conform and say, that's just the way he talks. New rules are being made up as we go along. You say, I like this dress. I said, don't wear that dress. You look like a slut. Huh? Like, and what you don't realize is how quickly this descends, okay, into emotional abuse. Okay? It can do. Now, obviously, not every F-boy is about that life. I'm just saying how quickly it can descend into there. Because the same thing that F-boys are doing are the same thing that abusive boyfriends and girlfriends are actually doing. They use the same kind of tactics. It's just the agenda at the end. And, you know, so the rules are getting remade and retold, or there are new rules being instituted as we speak. But if you don't have any rules, let me put as my solutions. If you don't have any rules, you don't have standards, then by all means, I'm coming in like a wrecking ball, as Hannah Montana would say. Coming like a wrecking ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming like a wrecking ball. So it's important that you have rules in place for how you want to be engaged. Don't let me come into your house and tell you what it is. No, when I first meet you, you have a certain way of doing things. When I trust you in certain areas, I begin to relax on some of the things because maybe I can compromise on those things, right? But, you know...
To DarkArts.